Good evening, everyone. So now I'm going to doing a very short tutorial video to show you, take you to the steps of cleaning data. So the first thing that we want to do is to essentially get rid of all our empty and blank spaces. So blank rows and blank cells are the enemy of data. So it's very important that you get rid of them, especially at the beginning stage. So by the time we are getting to the more advanced analysis and visualizations, it's not getting in the way of your progress. So you want to highlight, click on this button as so, go to the data tab and you select filters. Then you come to customer ID, you deselect all, you scroll down and you select blanks. So this is a filtering. So all of these small triangles here are basically um filters that can be used to you can use that you can use to sort the data and also to filter it for a particular group, a particular set of information. So you can filter it to show a particular city, you can filter it to show a particular city, you can filter it to show a particular date. But what if you use filtered now is for you to review the rows that are blank so that we can delete them and ensure that our data is clean. So I'm going to select as so, press Ctrl and highlight these other cells. Then I'm going to right click and delete the row that's been deleted. And I'm simply going to now click that as soon and select it. So this is the data that was used from the Excel Basics for BA course. I'm just using it to essentially explain the steps. So the next step after um, getting rid of your blank cells, the next thing we want to do is to get rid of duplicate data. So there are two ways to do it. There's the easy way and there's the hard way. So when you're talking about removing duplicate data, it's not just any duplicate data. As you can see, one customer can order multiple times and can be from the same location in the same city with the same email address. So when you're talking about duplicate data, is data that is unique to each instance, to each data entry. Things like order number, things like things that will not repeat itself over multiple orders. So you cannot have multiple, even though different orders can have the same name, it can have the same date, can have the same time, it can have the same address. They cannot all have the order number because that is a very specific unique identifier. So whenever you're searching for duplicate data on your own sheet, you're supposed to remove the duplicate of the unique identifiers. So the unique identifier for this particular sheet is the order number. So you select this entire cell as so. Then you see this button, remove duplicate to click it. Continue with current selection. So if you expand selection, it's going to try and remove the duplicate data in the entire sheet. It means that data that can repeat itself will also be deleted. But what we want to do is to only remove the duplicates within the unique identifiers, which is the other number. So you click it, remove the button as so, press OK, and it has removed it. So I'm going to undo what I just did and show you the second method. So the second method, you still highlight it as so, you come to home, conditional formatting, highlight cell rules, duplicate values, then you press OK. So all this is going to do that any data that's duplicated is just going to highlight it. So we can see these five other numbers are highlighted, meaning that somewhere down this list that data has been duplicated, and we can see that here. So let's look and see who. So for this 6717, let's see who ordered it. It's Queen Perry that ordered it. Same address, everything is the same. You will have the same salesperson, the same nationality. Then let's check the other order number 6717. The reason why you're checking that, there are times where there might be a wrong entry in the data. So even if it's a different customer, the same order number might have been entered by mistake, which is why you are checking to be sure that this information is the same. So if it's the same, you just go ahead and delete the duplicate data. So you can see it's the same thing. So same address, same town, same place, same details. So we just right click as so and delete it. And then you notice by the time you come up here, what's going on? By the time you come up, you see that 6717 has been is no longer highlighted in red, which means that its duplicate data has already been deleted. But for the sake of time, I'm just going to do the faster method so we can go to the next step. Sorry, remove duplicates. Yeah. So now the next step, right, is to ensure that all our data is formatted properly. What does that mean? It means that if we have text, it should be formatted as text. If we have numbers, should be formatted as numbers. Dates should be formatted as dates. So a very good example of numbers within this sheet, right? And the major reason why the things have to be formatted properly is because by the time you are analyzing your data, if you're, for instance, now this other value, right? If we are checking it, if if it's not in the format of numbers, by the time you want to do your analysis, prepare your pivot table, you will not be able to run some calculations or visualize the data when it is as text. And there are and in the future video, I'm going to show you the difference and the benefit of having a pivot table versus just doing what most people do with Excel, which is basically a good enough functionality but not as impressive. So this process of cleaning data is very important to ensure that by the time you get to the next phase, the phase of analysis, the data is formatted properly so that you don't have any issues. Now that you have resolved duplicate data, you have deleted cells, you formatted everything, you have formatted your data as date, your text as text. The next step, right? The next step to formatting is to check your spelling. So you highlight the entire document as so, you go to God help me, you go to review, then spelling. So what this does is to scan the entire sheet and it's going to look at every single cell, the information with every single cell, and look for which one is not spelled correctly according to the certain standard. And the standard is determined by the dictionary language you're selecting. So my favorite, the one I'm used to is the English UK. So it's going to attempt to essentially correct the spelling errors within the sheet. But it should be noted that just because something is misspelled in English doesn't mean that it's misspelled. For instance, now this gender underscore code was written intentionally. It was not a spelling or something. It was written that way intentionally because that's how they wanted the data. That's how that was the standard of entering this data. So you're just going to ignore this. Then Alberto, this is not a spelling. This is the name of a city, and this is the actual spelling. I think this is Spanish, so it's the actual spelling. So trying to correct it to English, trying to change from Spanish to English is also not good. So you also got to ignore that. Then by the time you get something like this medium value, all they're saying is that there should be space. So you just click change all. So every time there's a medium value in the entire um sheet, it's going to adjust that. Then let me just change all so we can move on. Is also the name of a place. So you just ignore it, ignore all. First time you ignore all. Have value you can change all. Then you can also go through the entire thing one by one to ensure everything is formatted properly. Then after everything's said and done, the last thing that we want to do as a very important step when you want to go through to the analysis phase is that you need to format this entire document as a table. Now this is something that most people don't do. They tend to just highlight it. What they will do is that they will highlight it as so, and they will come and put borders and form that is a table. It's not a table, and there's a key difference. And by the time I show you this, it's going to expose a lot of things to most of us that are here, and you'll be able to see the great advantages that Excel offers when you format as table. So you highlight the entire document as so, then you Come here, you see format as table, you click this. Then it provides a drop down menu of the different styles and color codes that you can use to format it. What I mostly use these three colors: blue, orange, and black. Black is one of my two favorite colors, and the others are bright and visible. And there's also some other things regarding visibility that I'll touch on subsequently in post. But for now, let's just go with this. You click it. You also have to select my table as header so that it's going to have basically it's going to format the header in a different way. So this is going to take a little while because the document is quite large. So let's give it so boom, it has been formatted as table. So now what are the advantages of formatting as a table? Besides when you are going to the next phase, the first is that you can easily sort your data. So let's say I want to sort my data as from Z to A. I'll just right click sort data, press OK. Hey, God, what kind of system? Sure. You can also filter it with the select all here and select this and press OK. Then just give it a moment. What is going on today? I don't understand. Finally, the system has stopped misbehaving. I don't know what's going on. So you see that you're going to sort the data by a specific customer. So this is very useful when you just want to pick and choose a specific data range within the entire thing. If I want to filter by state, let's say I just want to know about Austin. I'll just select Austin, and it's going to filter only the orders in Austin. So this has also made the data more presentable. And rather than scrolling through, try to figure out how many orders I have in Austin, you can just filter it by Austin. Then you can just highlight the cells as so, and then you see a count at the bottom. You have 5 orders from Austin. So this is just the basics of cleaning data, formatting data, to ensure that you have by the time you're going to the next phase of analysis, before you go to the next state of visualization and into the next phase of dashboards, you ensure that you have proper data that has been cleaned and is capable and is ready to be used for it. I'll see you guys in the next video, and I look forward. If you guys have any questions or you need more clarity on any area of this video, just drop your questions in the comments below, or you can send me a DM and I'll respond to you. Thank you for watching.